when there's like choices to be made, especially when it conflicts, when our identity conflicts of being a mother, a professional, and about being Micah, how you actually choose your path and how you stay centered and flexible, sometimes it's a sign of confidence. What do you think about that?
Yes, for sure. You know, I just want to go back to your one point. Yes, I try to be as centered as possible, but that doesn't mean that I didn't rush my kids off this morning before this podcast, right?
Okay.
You know, I was frantically drinking coffee and putting my kids' lunch in their lunch boxes and, you know, making sure that they had their socks on and their shoes on before heading out the door. So I think it happens to the best of us. You know, we try to do the best that we can to make sure that life is as wholesome as possible. And there's lots of things that are happening within trying to keep, you know, all of that intact and wholesome. But really, you know, I think it boils down to physical strength, mental strength, and spiritual strength. And I think the confidence comes from being able to kind of understand who you are wholeheartedly and accepting who you are, right? I would say that as a kid, like, you know, I was telling you earlier that I've always been competitive, not with others, but with myself. And I didn't really know that actually until like a couple of years ago. I'm like, oh, that's why. And what that means for me personally is that I'm hard on myself, yes. Right? Like I want to continuously beat my best. And I think confidence comes from knowing that you're enough and that you're fine and that, you know, anything, you know, kind of beyond what you're working on is icing on the cake. But the core of who you are is enough and it's okay. And you have contributions to the world and to just be kind to yourself. Right. And so, you know, I think confidence comes in many different forms, whether it's like self-talk, self-reflection, you know, other people acknowledging you, you know, for who you are and what you try to become, and then kind of like feeling confident from other people's comments of you. So there's just a lot of different flavors. And honestly, I think understanding that too, like what boosts my confidence is just as healthy as trying to do the inner self work.